And this is my next lawnmower find. Here we have a very well used Yard Machines with a 5.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine, 21-inch cut, and it has some rust on it as well. I'll show you that. I think this is one of these lawnmowers they bought, put that first quart of oil in, and have just kept adding gas to it. It's a rear bag. There's no side chute with this. And we have some surface rust here, as you can see underneath where this chute goes. Some rust bubbles here. Looks like they've replaced the rope on here. That's a different handle. Or at least replaced the handle on here. And it's got oil in it. It looks like it's, at least appears to be full. A major hole here, rust hole here. And this has a aftermarket blade on here. It's actually a gator blade. He advertised this as being a 22-inch, but it's actually a 21-inch. There's lots more rust on the front here. It's had a spark plug replaced and a primer bulb engine. See, it's actually a gator blade on here. I'm not sure if that came on here originally or not. And got surface rust all underneath as well. Surprisingly, it's pretty clean under here, not caked up with grass clippings. Looks like we have some spider webs on this. Let me show you a little bit more about this Yards machine. These height adjustment wheel levers are frozen on here, all the way around. Very well worn Yards machine. And here's the model and serial number of this Yards machine lawnmower made by MTD. And here's the back of this lawnmower. Definitely got some surface rust. And you can see more of that gator blade in there if that comes out as well. And the rear grass catcher bag is well used. I don't really see any holes in here. Let's take a look at the air filter in here. It doesn't look too bad in there with the carburetor side. Very worn looking air filter, but it appears to be clean. More than likely the original. So with some penetrating oil and a rubber mallet, convince these height adjustments to free up again. So let's give this Yards machine its start. So I added gas to this Yards machine. There was nothing in the tank, and you can see the float is stuck in here. It's pouring out gas from this carburetor. So we're going to have to put a vise on the gas line here and take this carburetor apart. So I got some vice grips on the gas line that has now stopped the gas from flowing into the carburetor. Made a few taps on that carburetor bowl, but that didn't do any good to try to get the float freed up. So we'll do a follow-up video on taking the carburetor apart on this Yards machine, see if we can bring it back to life.